Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you're there? Or maybe you found yourself searching for a word that's right on the tip of your tongue, but it just won't come out? If you're nodding along, you're not alone. As we get older, those little memory slips can feel more frequent. And for many of us over 65, it's easy to wonder if our minds are starting to slow down. But here's the good news. Your brain is like a muscle, and with a few simple tricks, you can keep it strong, sharp, and ready to tackle anything. In this video, we're going to share 5 memory-enhancing tricks. They're easy to add to your daily life, backed by science, and designed to help you stay sharp well into your golden years. These aren't complicated brain teasers or expensive supplements, just practical, everyday habits that can make a big difference. So, grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's dive into the first couple of tricks to keep your mind as vibrant as ever. Let's start with something you're already doing every day, eating. What you put on your plate can have a huge impact on your brain health. One of the best things you can do for your memory is to focus on foods that are rich in antioxidants and healthy fats. Think of your brain as a high-performance engine. It needs the right fuel to run smoothly. Foods like blueberries, walnuts, and fatty fish like salmon are packed with nutrients that protect your brain cells and boost cognitive function. For example, I have a friend, Mary, who's 68 and swears by her morning smoothie. She tosses in a handful of blueberries, a scoop of ground flaxseed, and a splash of almond milk. She says it's like giving her brain a warm hug every morning. And the science backs her up. Studies show that antioxidants in berries can reduce inflammation in the brain, while omega-3s in fish and nuts support memory and focus. You don't have to overhaul your diet overnight. Start small. Maybe add a handful of walnuts to your oatmeal, or swap out a side of fries for a colorful salad with spinach and avocado. The key is consistency. Make these brain-boosting foods a regular part of your meals, and your mind will thank you. Now, you might be thinking, okay, eating better sounds great, but what else can I do? That brings us to our second trick. Staying physically active. I know. Exercise might not sound like the most exciting topic, but hear me out. Physical activity isn't just about keeping your body strong. It's one of the best ways to keep your brain sharp. When you move your body, you increase blood flow to your brain, which helps new brain cells grow and strengthens the connections between them. You don't need to run a marathon or lift heavy weights. Something as simple as a daily walk can work wonders. Take my neighbor, John, for example. He's 70 and every morning, he takes his dog for a 20-minute walk around the park. He says it's not just about the exercise, it's the fresh air, the birds chirping, and the chance to clear his mind. Research shows that regular movement, even light activities like walking or gardening, can improve memory and reduce the risk of cognitive decline. The trick is to find something you enjoy, whether it's dancing to your favorite music, doing chair yoga, or even stretching while watching TV. Aim for at least 20 minutes a day. And if you're new to exercise, start slow and build up. Your brain will light up with every step you take. Now that we've got your plate and your body moving, let's talk about something you might not expect to help your memory: social connection. Keeping your mind engaged with other people is like giving your brain a workout without breaking a sweat. When you chat with friends, share stories, or even debate the latest news, you're challenging your brain to process information, recall details, and stay alert. I remember my Aunt Clara, who's 72 and part of a book club. She says those lively discussions about plot twists and characters keep her mind buzzing. Studies back this up. Socializing can lower stress and improve cognitive function. So, whether it's joining a club, calling a friend, or even volunteering at a local community center, make time to connect. It's not just good for your heart, it's great for your brain, too. So, you're eating those brain-boosting foods, moving your body, and staying connected with friends. Your mind is already getting a fantastic workout. But let's keep the momentum going with another trick that's all about giving your brain a chance to play. Our third memory-enhancing trick is to challenge your mind with new activities. Think of your brain as a curious kid. It loves learning new things, and the more you stimulate it, the sharper it stays. This doesn't mean you need to tackle advanced calculus or memorize an entire dictionary. It's about trying something new that sparks your interest. For instance, my cousin Ed, who's 67, decided to pick up crossword puzzles last year. He started with the easy ones in the newspaper and now looks forward to his Sunday morning ritual with a cup of coffee and a puzzle book. He says it's like a treasure hunt for his brain. Science supports this. Learning new skills, whether it's puzzles, playing a musical instrument, or even trying a new hobby like painting, builds new neural pathways and strengthens existing ones. You could try something as simple as learning a few words in a new language or mastering a new recipe. The key is to step out of your comfort zone just a little. Maybe you've always wanted to try knitting or gardening. Give it a go. Start with 10 or 15 minutes a day, and you'll be amazed at how much sharper your mind feels when it's tackling something fresh. Now, let's shift gears to something we all need but sometimes skimp on: sleep. I can't tell you how many times I've heard friends say, "Oh, I don't need as much sleep as I used to," or "I'll catch up on sleep later." But here's the thing. Sleep is like a nightly tune-up for your brain. It's when your mind processes everything you've learned during the day, clears out toxins, and strengthens your memory. Without enough quality sleep, your brain is like a car running on fumes. It just can't perform at its best. My friend Louise, who's 69, used to struggle with falling asleep and would wake up feeling foggy. She started a simple bedtime routine: dimming the lights, avoiding her phone an hour before bed, and sipping some chamomile tea. Now, she says she wakes up feeling refreshed, and she's noticed she's better at remembering names and details. Research shows that adults over 65 should aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night to support brain health. If you're having trouble sleeping, try creating a relaxing routine. Maybe read a light book, listen to soft music, or do some gentle stretching. Keep your bedroom cool and dark, and avoid caffeine or heavy meals late in the day. It's not about perfection, just small changes to help your brain recharge. When you wake up feeling rested, you'll notice how much clearer your thoughts are. Another way to keep your memory sharp is to practice mindfulness or meditation. I know it might sound a bit trendy, but stick with me. It's simpler than you think, and it's incredibly powerful for your brain. Mindfulness is just about being present in the moment, which helps reduce stress and improves focus. Stress is a big memory thief, especially as we age, because it floods your brain with hormones that make it harder to recall information. My neighbor Susan, who's 71, started doing a 5-minute mindfulness exercise every morning. She sits quietly, focuses on her breathing, and lets her thoughts come and go without judging them. She says it's like hitting a reset button for her mind, and she's noticed she's less forgetful during the day. Studies show that even short bursts of mindfulness can improve memory and concentration. You don't need to sit cross-legged or chant. Just find a quiet spot, close your eyes, and focus on your breath for a few minutes. If your mind wanders, that's okay. Gently bring it back. You can even try it while sipping your morning coffee or sitting in your favorite chair. It's like giving your brain a mini vacation, and who doesn't need that? Let's keep exploring how to make these habits part of your everyday life. You're already doing so much to keep your brain sharp. Eating well, staying active, connected with others, challenging your mind, and prioritizing sleep. These habits are like pieces of a puzzle coming together to keep your memory strong. Now, let's wrap things up with one final trick that ties it all together: creating a consistent routine. Your brain loves predictability, and having a daily rhythm helps it stay organized and efficient. Think about how much easier it is to remember where you parked your car when you always park in the same spot. A routine works the same way for your memory. It gives your brain a framework to rely on. My friend Tom, who's 73, swears by his morning ritual. He starts with a quick stretch, eats a bowl of oatmeal with berries, and then spends 10 minutes doing a crossword puzzle. He says it's like setting his brain up for success for the rest of the day. Research shows that consistent habits reduce the mental effort needed to plan and make decisions, leaving more energy for memory and focus. You don't need to overhaul your entire schedule. Just pick a few brain-boosting activities and weave them into your day at the same time. Maybe you take a walk after breakfast, practice mindfulness before bed, or call a friend every afternoon. The key is to make these habits automatic, like brushing your teeth. Start with 1 or 2 and build from there. You'll find that your mind feels clearer and more alert when it knows what to expect. As you start incorporating these tricks, eating brain-healthy foods, moving your body, staying social, trying new activities, getting enough sleep, and sticking to a routine, you're building a foundation for a sharper mind. It's not about doing everything perfectly or changing your life overnight. It's about small, intentional steps that add up over time. Picture yourself a few months from now, feeling more confident when you recall a name or tell a story. That's the power of these simple habits. For example, my Aunt Helen, who's 70, started adding just 1 or 2 of these tricks to her week, like eating more salmon and joining a walking group. She told me recently that she feels more with it during conversations, and she's even started teaching her grandkids how to play chess. These changes don't just help your memory, they make every day more enjoyable. I hope these 5 tricks have inspired you to take charge of your brain health. Whether you're 65, 75, or beyond, it's never too late to start. Your mind is an incredible gift, and with a little care, it can stay sharp and vibrant for years to come. Try picking one trick to focus on this week. Maybe adding some blueberries to your breakfast or taking a short walk each day, and see how it feels. You might be surprised at how quickly you notice a difference. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Which trick are you excited to try? Or maybe you've got a memory-boosting tip of your own to share. I'm all ears. If you found this video helpful, please give a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss more tips for living your best life after 65. You can also tap the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos every week. Thank you so much for watching, and here's to keeping your mind sharp, your heart full, and your life sparkling with energy. Let's keep shining bright at any age.